What's poppin', dogs? Mr. Allen here with some area problems here, but not the normal area problems you think. Here we're going to solve for a missing dimension in each one of these given the figure's area. Okay, so for this first one, we got ourselves a triangle that has an area of 40 square feet. We have the height there of 8 feet, but we want to find out what the base is. All right, so let's take our area of a triangle formula, which is 1/2 base times height. And let's pop in what we know, right? I know the area is 40. I know the 1/2 is going to stay. I don't know my base, but I do know my height is 8. There we go. Now you got a couple options how you want to go from here. I usually like to multiply these two together, especially if this is an even number here, because then I'm going to have 40 equals 4 times b, right? 1/2 times 8 is 4. And then I can just divide by 4 on each side, and I get b equals 10 feet. There we go. Final answer on that one. If you won, you could have divided by 8 on both sides. You'll get 5, and then you could multiply by 2 or divide by 1/2, and you would still get 10, right? So either way you slice that one, and how you finish that part out, up to you. You should still get 10 feet. Over here, rectangle. Shouldn't be too bad. Area of a rectangle formula, that is just base times height. I don't know my base, but I do know my area. It's 52 equals, well, b times my height here is going to be 4. Right, so I just divide by 4 on both sides. No big deal. What's 52 divided by 4? Well, there's 52 cards in a deck. There's 4 suits. There's 13 cards per suit. Now, if you didn't know that, it's like a little bit of freebie knowledge right there, guys, okay? I'm letting you know how many cards in a deck, how many suits there are, right, how many cards per suit, 13. In this case, though, our answer is 13 meters, not cards. All right, next one. I'm going to go pink. All right. So, got a circle. The area is 81 pi inches squared in terms of pi. Oftentimes in math classes, we say, leave it in terms of pi, okay? So, here I can write down my formula for the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. I'll do it right over here. So, pi r squared. That's my area, right? I don't know why I wrote this backwards. Equals area of a circle. Okay. So, do we know what our area is? Yes, it's 81 pi. So, let me flip this thing around. One moment. So, we got area of a circle equals pi r squared. That's better. Okay, there we go. So, now, my area is 81 pi, right? So, I'll just write that on the left-hand side. 81 pi equals pi r squared. Well, I can divide by pi on both sides of this equation here. Those cancel, those cancel. I'm left with 81 equals r squared. How do I get r? Well, I'm going to square root on both sides, and I'll get r equals 9. Now, those of you that are in inches, those of you that are in, say, like maybe algebra mode right now, you think, well, hey, when I square root, don't I get plus or minus that number? You do. Yes, when you solve using square roots, you plus or minus 9, right? But when plugging back into the original problem, which is the radius, a measurement, it's got to be a positive number, so we toss aside the negative. But in algebra land, it would be plus or minus 9, all right? So that's a fun little reminder. All right, last one here, trapezoid. I saved the best for last. This one's a lot, okay? So, area of a trapezoid. What is that formula? I'm going to jot it down up top here. Area, trapezoid, that is equal to 1/2 base 1 plus base 2 times my height. Okay, beefy formula, right? Let's pull everything we know. We know the area is 42 feet squared. 1/2 is going to stay. I don't know base 1. I do know base 2 is 10, right? These actually should have, my bad, parallel markers there, that my bases are parallel. All right, and then we got our height right here. That is 6. Okay, so 6 feet, right? No units here in the calculations. Okay, so there we go. We got everything placed. Now let's do a little bit of work, okay? Because the 1/2 and the 6, those go together nicely. It becomes 3. I'm going to do that, okay? So we get 42 equals 3 times base 1 plus 10, right? Just like in the triangle problem here, the 1/2 and the 8 went together nicely. Just do it, right? Makes your life easier. Now I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. Well, 42 divided by 3 is, I think, 14. I hope it is 14 because that's what I'm writing down. And then we get 10, so I'm going to subtract 10. And I get 4 is equal to b sub 1, so this will be 4 feet. Boop. There we go. That's my final answer there. All right, so we had to work a little bit, a little bit of algebra there on that one. Dealing with the trapezoid is kind of tricky, but you got to be real careful. Sometimes you get the height that you need to solve for, not as bad, right? But in any event, you can do it. You can handle it. Solving for one of the two bases is definitely the trickiest of this style problem here. We're asking for you to find a missing dimension. So if you can handle that one, you are a boss. You're handling these things very well and can ace your test. All right, that's it. That's dope. You guys are dope. Have a dope day.